This country is amazing. The people have been so kind. It's so much different than I thought it was going to be before coming here. The expectations have been exceeded almost in every way. The people, the food, the country as a whole, the scenery, the cities. It's just been like one of the most, I feel like, transformative trips I've ever made in terms of like my idea on what this country was like. It's just been so cool.
China, a place where scale feels like something that's almost impossible to measure. Futuristic cities with skyscrapers stacked like circuit boards that light up like neon canyons and stretch further than you can see, with a history that runs deeper than you can really wrap your head around. Tucked into that history, just like its new age cities, is something so massive, so unreal, that most people who have been say that you can't truly understand it until you stand on it yourself. The Great Wall. 13,000 miles, half of the circumference of the earth, built from stone, rammed earth, and brick, laid centuries ago by more than 6 different dynasties to keep out the Mongol hordes, and even later, the Japanese. A wall so long that if you started walking it today, it would take you over a year without stopping. It's more than just a relic, it's a statement, with the same grand ambition that you see in China's cities today. A living reminder of that ambition and the lengths people will go to shape history. And I'm not just here to tell you about it. We're gonna climb it. We climbed up the Great Wall. We scaled the Great Wall like the Mongols. Walk it, stay overnight with local farmers.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers.
And see if it really lived up to the hype. The Great Wall of China. Good morning, Vietnam. Oh, just kidding. What, Beijing, the capital and the cultural center of China. Build a camper out of that thing. Be sick.
This city definitely feels way different than anywhere we've been.
Who?
This city.
Asked. It's like a sea of mopeds out here. So many. Got a lot going on. We're gonna hopefully find some snacks in this food market. I think this is egg. No, this is dessert.
I wish I could read what these said.
I can't read anything. I think that's chicken feet.
Too bad.
Nice to meet you. Ryan, is it?
Ryan. There's never any English translation on anything we buy, so I never really know what I'm buying. I just have to get it based on looks. I think this is fried rice with an egg on top. That's what it looks like. And that's what it tastes like. It's pretty good.
Way better than anything you'd find in a U.S. convenience store.
Oh, there's like some cream in there.
I think the weather is really nice for enjoying your Great Wall hiking. According to weather report site and on the Xinjiang Great Wall is just a little cloudy, but of the road is special. Our famous song.
There's a music road.
Is
That's
song
pretty
for
cool.
Motherland.
I guess it's just little bumps in the road that make your tires turn it into a song. That was pretty cool. We've made it. We're at more of a remote section of the wall. I don't know if I've already said that.
And I remember almost 1,000 ago.
All right, so 40 minutes, 1,000 stairs up to the top. Great Wall. We got a lot of stairs till we get there, though. See the wall there? So crazy they built it up on that ridgeline. So many stairs. And an absolutely massive spider.
It looks dangerous, dude.
Yeah, this is my nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, I hate spiders. And these are giant, massive ones with big old green and red. That looks cool though. I wonder what the percentage of people that would choose snakes over spiders
I think
is.
higher.
You think?
Yeah.
I think more people would be afraid of spiders.
No, definitely not.
Really? Well, let us know in the comments. Wow.
Oh, over 50 kilometers.
Look at that. 13,000 miles long, It's not continuous the entire way. It does have gaps and has stretches and part where it breaks off and kind of continues somewhere else. But it is crazy that the entirety of the Great Wall, even though it's not contiguous, is half of the circumference of the Earth. And this is kind of one of those things that you always see pictures of online and never think you're really going to get to see it. And then being here and walking on it is just a pretty incredible feeling. This part is kind of old and dilapidated, but this is what the original wall used to look like. This section that we're on right now was built by the Ming Dynasty. And it's the prettiest section, made of stone and mortar. And fun fact, some of the mortar, which I actually verified this, what they used was sticky rice and lemon or something like that to strengthen some of the mortar gaps in between these bricks, which is pretty interesting. But this little ledge right here was used to collect water, so when the rainwater would fall down, it would collect in this little ledge, go down that hole, and then there'd be a bucket to capture it for drinking water for the soldiers that would live in these garrisons. So each of these stone watchtowers had a garrison of soldiers living in it, anywhere from 15 to 30 soldiers living in them, full-time to guard these walls. And as you can see, there's a difference in the side of the wall. This wall is a little bit taller. This wall is a little bit shorter because this is the side that they were defending from the Mongolians. So they would come up to these things. They could shoot down arrows through these and then drop hot oil and whatever else through these little holes. So it's like, so every section of the wall you have a arrow shooting, hot oil, arrow shooting, hot oil, and this wall's a little bit taller. And this whole wall was built obviously with defense in mind. So a lot of the different features of the wall that you wouldn't really realize it are meant for defending even the stairs. So these stairs are purposely built super steep and super narrow so that soldiers could sit up here and one soldier could defend against a lot of soldiers coming up these stairs because it's so steep and only one soldier can come up at a time. So it's easily defensible against a lot of soldiers by only one man standing at the top of those stairs.
You could stand there with the spear and
just poke him in the head. And along with the stairs being easily defensible, each of these watchtowers, the interiors of them are different in their design in order to confuse the enemy even more. So when they got to one watchtower, went through it, when they got to the next watchtower, they wouldn't know what the inside looks like, and it would just further confuse any attacking soldiers, which is very interesting. So no two watchtowers along this wall are alike. Like, just imagine you're attacking this wall, you have to run up these stairs. Behind each of these walls are enemy soldiers as you're trying to run up this basically vertical staircase, shooting it with arrows and dropping oil through holes. Also, there is a common myth that I've read online that you can see the wall from space, but that's not true. You can't actually see the wall from space. And any photos that you do see from space are with astronomers using a telephoto lens or a super powerful lens. Some parts there's a famous line, you could fit 5 horses or 10 soldiers abreast on the wall, but it's only in certain sections like this one that's built out of stone. Some of them are only thin enough or only wide enough for like 1 or 2 people. This is just the most impressively built section of the wall. A lot of it is rammed earth, even wood, and just kind of piles of gravel. It's not all as manicured as a stone wall like this section is. This is just the last section that was built by the Ming Dynasty. And then after this section was built in 1644, Ming general came up here and opened a section of the Great Wall to the Manchu army who rolled through. That's when the Qing Dynasty started. And then the Great Wall kind of lost its military significance after that. You want a beer? Nah, I don't want a beer. Today is the one day we're not drinking. And this is for my brother. Our tour guide just told us that the animals that are on top of these buildings are also a symbol for the creator of them. The more animals, the more status, and the only building that has 11 animals on top is the capital city, and this building has 3, so whatever that means for his level of status, he only has 3 animals. And then tomorrow, after we figure out where we're camping tonight, we're going to a part of the wall that is completely untouched and not rebuilt at all, which will be cool to see and get a little bit more perspective.
3. Okay.
So this is where we end today?
This is sick.
This is like the whole history. There's us. Carter, look, it's us.
We can see here is further here.
And this is the
So many soldiers fighting here.
entire history of the Great Wall.
Fighting with the Japanese invading army.
You fought the Japanese at the Great Wall?
And,
That looks so good.
okay. See you tomorrow. See you afternoon. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, David.
Bye, David.
落回来得7。
You will be back at 7 after watching the sunset.
Okay.
Once you return, we can make dumplings. And you two can also go out and stroll around our little village for a while.
Okay, okay.
So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit and then check out the town and go watch sunset up at one of the watchtowers that they showed us down there. And then we're coming back here to learn how to make dumplings. Oh, God. He was walking into such a big one. Dude, I don't want to be here. You cleared the spider web? You think it's funny, just wait till it's snakes. No, it's not. Spiders are genuinely terrifying. We went on a little bit of a side quest. I hate spiders, but we're right up against the remnants of, you can see it up there, section of the wall. We were trying to find this temple, but it was closed, so we just hiked up this, I wouldn't really call it a path. I think that's where we're going tomorrow to hike the wall. But it goes all the way up that ridgeline. I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
Dude, oh my God, it's right behind your head.
No, shut up, stop, brother, stop. Okay, never mind. We climbed up the Great Wall because those guys said you're allowed to be up here. We just clearly didn't see the gate. They walked up here, looked down, and said, "How did you guys get up here?" You can see even this section of the Great Wall is smaller than the one we were on by a lot. We scaled the Great Wall like the Mongols. But look at this. We didn't have people shooting arrows at us or throwing hot tar on our backs. But we did scale the Great Wall. And this was, I think, one of the large gates along the Great Wall. And you can tell that this house was owned by a very, or at least somewhat, powerful man in China. More powerful than the other one because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals along the roof. I think that's what he pointed to when he said we were hiking.
Not with the
All right, now we're heading back down the easy way to learn how to make dumplings with our local hosts.
Yeah.
Dumplings come in many styles. Which ones can we make?
Any.
Yeah, any.
There are complex ones and simple ones.
Yeah. Ah,
Beautiful.
nice.
That's gonna look way better than anyone I do. She makes it look so easy. Oh, that's another one. That one looks cool. Look at that. That is really cool looking. I like that one. I feel like such an imbecile.
念鱼呢？
Yeah, mine's like.
行。
Very good.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you. 谢谢。
Nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you. 谢谢. I know they smell. It smells amazing. Whatever's in here.
Right, left, right, left, right, left.
Good English.
Right, left.
I crushed it. How did you do the? How did you do that?
Hers is so good.
Hers is so good. Hers looks so good, and ours looks so bad. She was doing it like.
Hey. Yeah, that's
Good.
Yeah.
She is.
Very good. Hey. He's a natural.
She was going like this.
This is one of Ryan's.
I think it looks good. Dumplings that we made, steamed. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure what this is. Look at that. Beautiful. Made dumplings. Very good.
Dumplings are so
The
good.
dumplings are so good.
北京二锅头。
Ah, okay.
Where'd you open your mouth? I got that on video too.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
北京二锅头。这里又加开价。
This is the first proper American breakfast I've had in weeks. Egg sandwich with some bacon. Alright, so we just woke up. Wake-up call was at 7. Our host banged on our door, and we just had breakfast. And one thing I don't think I'll ever get over about China is that when they eat food, they slurp it super loud and then chew with their mouths open, and it's a cultural thing. It's a sign of respect. So like you can't really get upset at it, but being an American, it is very, very different. It's a very different experience to hear when you're eating. That's the thing with traveling. You go to other countries, you experience other cultures. Can't really say anything about it.
You could probably just do one of those big ones.
We're hiking to a less hiked section of the Great Wall that's still in its original state, which will be cool.
This trail looks like it hasn't even been walked on in like weeks.
Or years. You can see how torn down this section of the wall is.
Name? Sunny.
Sunny?
Sunny, nice. That's a cool English name.
Yeah, that is a cool English name.
Hi,
Sunny! This is the Great Wall in its true form. And this section of the wall that we're on right now is called Panlong, or the Panlong section of the wall, which means coiling dragon. And the local legend here says that the wall is the body of the dragon laid down along the spine of this mountain to protect all of this land. And the ridges form the dragon's spine as it coils. You can see how coily this section is, going all the way up that mountain up there in the distance. And when the mist would roll in the morning, the villagers thought that was the dragon breathing. And unlike the other section of the wall, nature is kind of claiming this one back with plants and shrubs growing pretty much all over it, which even now adds to the lore of the dragon, because locals say it's the dragon gaining its scales back, which is pretty cool. And I find it so interesting that this specific section of the wall hosted the Battle of Gubako, which was a major battle between Chinese and Japanese forces, and some of these walls and structures even still bear bullet holes from that battle. Honestly, if you weren't waking up for battle, this wouldn't be a bad place to wake up. Our guide was telling us that you can tell which bricks were laid during the Ming Dynasty and then which bricks were laid after, because I think they did do some slight restoration, or at least something to help it from continually collapsing any further. But these redder ones are from the original Ming Dynasty building 500 years ago, and then these bluer colored ones are a little bit newer. But that's just crazy that this sticky rice mortar wall has withstood the test of time for 500 years. Mostly. It's definitely in a state of ruin, but I wonder if you can still eat the mortar. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. This spider web is laid across this. It's so thick, it's like a tripwire. Look how strong that is.
Damn. All the way down here.
That's crazy.
It's for dumpling.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
We ran into Sunny's uncle who's up here collecting stuff for tea.
next month it's trail.
But you can see some of the sections of this wall are definitely in worse shape. I think over there they were pretty good. In here it's kind of just the remnants of what looks like a mud or stone walkway. And the bricks that they used to make this wall were fired in kilns that were near the site, using clay dug from the area around, which made them stronger than just the earth tamped bricks that they used previously, which is why this section of the wall has lasted so much longer. And again, very interesting fact about the bricks, they used everything from lime, sticky rice, soup, and even egg whites as mortar. And they say if you look it up online, a single brick would take an entire day to reach its resting point on the Great Wall, because they would use human chains, mules, and whatever else they could do to get it up here. They were doing lots of bricks at a time, so while that sounds like it would take them forever to build the wall at that pace, but when you factor in the fact that they used 1 to 2 million people to build this wall, it makes more sense.
4, 5, 6.
They like made the mud hard.
Yeah.
They just took a bunch of mud and like compressed it down, and then put more mud and compressed it down.
Yeah.
It's a Qin. Qin every year building to Beiqi. Beiqi dynasty. And the say is a mountain have lots of stoner. Yeah, this is stoner building. It's just say, oh, that's good. No easy tumble. It's maybe 10 years, 5 years is tumble. It's maybe 30 years, 50 years.
Oh, so these are the two dynasties.
Qin dynasty to Beiqi. No Ming dynasty, Beiqi. Qin to Beiqi 1,000 years. It's have last mountain. Have more stoner. Building. It's a Beiqi every year building come Ming dynasty. Have building break.
Qing dynasty built this section, and then the Beiji built this, and then the Ming built the brick section. So you have all three dynasties of the wall in one area. That's pretty cool. So he's saying there was kind of markings on these bricks that would tell you when and what general built each section of the wall. And he was saying this side easily tumbled, this side didn't. So they would take that general, and that general would continue building his section because it lasted longer. So it's pretty cutthroat building, but very interesting. Our guide was telling us that a lot of these sections of the Great Wall in this area, Gubiko, are fallen over because of Japanese bombs that were dropped on them to allow the Japanese army to pass through. I want to take a brick home.
Can you imagine the amount of trouble you get at the airport? And you're just like,
where'd you get this?
The Great Wall of China.
So you can see here the different sections of the walls and the different dynasties. The stone, the brick, and the mud in the middle. And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but that watchtower, I think it's right where my finger is on the camera. I can't really even tell. This is where we started. We walked all the way along the dragon's back down to here. Wow.
Nice.
It's up and down photo good.
Yeah, this is spectacular. It's just another one of those things where pictures just don't do it justice. You just have to come here and see it to really understand the scale of it and the beauty of it. It does look like a dragon serpentining through the mountain range up here and just goes on as far as the eye can see. All of this, all these ridge lines, those ridge lines back there, that tall one, oh, that medium one off in the distance, it goes up to there, and then turn around, it goes snaking through around over here, back up, and all the way up that hill right there. Up until even recently, these bricks, like all these bricks that have fallen off the wall and the stones and stuff, the local villages, because there was no real regulation on the wall, would take those bricks and use them to build their houses or their walls or their sheep pens. So a lot of the stone structures around and villages surrounding the Great Wall were built by stones that had fallen off the Great Wall or were just straight up taken from the Great Wall. But now I think the government has started cracking down on that, so there's not as much of that happening, if any, anymore. But like, tell me that is not like something from your nightmares hanging right above the trail. Carter's just plowing through them. Like, this is what, if I ever go to hell, this is what it's going to be. A path like this, just full of spiders. But you can kind of see this is the Han Wall that goes along this ridgeline up here that encircles this city, and then the Great Long Wall is over there. So this is like one big circle town, and there's a gate over there on that big wall, and then a gate down here. The place that we scaled the wall like Mongol warriors last night is a secondary gate to get out. We made it.
Yeah.
Got ourselves all showered and cleaned. Now it's time for lunch. Got here with a rainstorm mid-lunch. It's pretty cool with the clear roof.
Hopefully the river doesn't flood again.
Oh yeah.
3:30. Okay.
Okay, good job.
Okay, thanks for everything.
Thank you very
we'll
much.
see you when we leave. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you when we leave.
This country is amazing. The people have been so kind. It's so much different than I thought it was going to be before coming here. Expectations have been exceeded almost in every way. The people, the food, the country as a whole, the scenery, the cities. It's just been like one of the most, I feel like, transformative trips I've ever made in terms of like my idea on what this country was like. It's just been so cool. And today was very cool to be not in the city for once and around some locals and kind of get the full experience. But I will definitely be coming back to China. This is one of my favorite trips of all time. But as you can see by Carter over there taking a nap, we're both pretty beat. We've walked like 30 miles in the last 3 days. I think that is where I'm going to end this video. As always, truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel.
Sign this off, Carter.
See you next time.